don't have that instinct automatically, because remember, some of this stuff is genetic. They either have it or they don't, right? This is what it's all about, people. Attack the boy! He must know that I'm in the dog fight with him. I'm next to him side by side. We have a bond that's unbreakable. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Let me do this right quick. I'm glad you guys can start coming in. I want to say thanks for joining me. Who are you? What are your videos being about? Okay. Won't let me do that. Okay. Go live. There we go. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Yep, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Straight from Canada, eh? Alive, eh? Man, come on. Yeah, I'm checking things out. I'm checking things out. Come on in. Come on in. Hold on. Let me. Shit, man. It's got my. Let me see. How is that? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? No, that's not better. Is that better? Better? That's not better. This is better. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me get some water. We in this bitch. We in this bitch. Okay. We got 27 people in. They got 27 people in. We got a lot of people in, man. We got a lot of people in. We got a lot of people in. So this right here today, people, we are doing something a little bit different today. Okay. I'm on live on TikTok. I'm on live on Instagram. I'm on live on YouTube. I'm on live on Facebook, all over here. So this topic is going to be a real big, interesting one, because I've been, and I know you guys can hear me, right? I've been Mic check 1 2. I've been hearing. Can you guys hear me? Give me thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay. Everybody give me thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, cool. All right. So, crazy. All right. So, this one right here is pretty interesting because I've seen in the past where dogs are being imported from Eastern Europe in particular. No shade on no particular kennel, but I will set the record straight. So there's always been that aura of owning the dog that's being titled. Now, I have never bought a grown dog. My first grown dog that I've bought has been recent with this female that we bought for breeding purposes, and I co-own her with Lauderdale Kennel. That's the first and only grown female dog I ever bought from somebody. I don't like buying grown dogs from people or other breeders because the bonding process has to be used with bribery, and I don't like to bribe dogs of mine to want to love me. That's why I like the younger, the better. You know, I got Gaston. He is, I got him when he was 9 weeks old. We're inseparable. I don't need to put a leash on him for him to walk with me. He walks with me without a leash. Sometimes he walks a little bit farther because he's walking faster. But when I say Gaston here, boom, he comes right back. And his tail is like this. I put no fear in puppies' hearts. But, you know, with CDC regulations, people have been buying grown dogs. They've been going from first base to third base instead of going around the plate. And I get that. It is what it is. Like I said, I bought a grown female. Her name is Abba. I bought her from Montenegro. And I get that. I do. Because, you know, buying females as puppies, you don't know if they're going to pan out, if they're going to live, if they're going to work, if they have the temperament. And with females that you're trying to infuse your line with or your kennel with, it's almost imperative that you got to buy a grown female if you don't have other females that are ready to go. Okay, so I don't buy grown male dogs, just me personally, because I don't want to have to starve your ass for you to fucking like me. But buying grown dogs with titles, now the price gets different, right? The price gets different. You guys on TikTok, can you hear me? Thumbs up on TikTok. All right. Hey, share this live feed. Give me all the likes that you like. Give me all the likes because this is going to be important. So, when people say their dogs have a BH, a ZTP, and more importantly, an IGP. And the dog is 2 years of age, I pause. I have a big pause. I'm going to tell you why. Personally, number one, if you look up how old does a dog have to be in Europe to compete for an IGP, just to compete, has to be 18 months old. Now, I don't know about you, but Dobie's boys, they take a little bit longer to mature than female dogs. So, grown dog, 2 years of age, 3 titles. It's a special dog. So special. Hold on for a minute here. Temporarily being used, and we weren't able to get in there. Okay, so until I got to take able. So I'm reading something here. I have 22 worth of 55 straws, and Titus we have 26 breedings. Okay, so I'm just reading the message that SoCal Clinic out in Riverside gave me on how many straws I have of Cisco and how many frozen straws I have of Titus. So I got about 56, 26 breedings for Titus and about 22 breedings for Cisco. So good. So 2 years. 2 years. Now, as a dog is growing, he needs food for nutrition and development and mental development, not only just physical development. You can't put that much pressure on a puppy or you'll kill his spirit. You don't know what that means. Start beating a young puppy's ass because he don't want to hold the dumbbell. So you're going to tell me that the dog can't compete until he's 18 months of age, but in between those times, he can get a BH, a ZTP, and an IGP-1. Not an IGP-1A, but an IGP-1. IGP-1A means he did the obedience, the dumbbell, and the protection, but no tracking. That means the trainer feels like his tracking is not strong enough yet. Cisco is going for his IGP-1A in January. And if he does well, then he will go for his IGP-1 at regionals. This is what told to me today by Al Benuelos. We've been training Cisco. Cisco will be 3 coming up. He's only got a BH, but he's ready for his IGP-1A. You're going to tell me a dog over there in Europe, the owners, has gotten a BH, a ZTP, an IGP-1 in 24 months. That's 2 years. Okay, let's say that's possible. Let's say they did have it. Okay, number one, you're going to starve a puppy or adolescent dog to learn how to track? And we're talking about a lot of paces here. You're telling me that you're going to, that usually a male Doberman Euro stops growing at 2 years of age. Okay, so a ZTP is more of a breed standard test. I mean, they check the height, the gums, the eye color, the teeth, the testicles, the correctness of a dog, and then they do an obedience test where they have all these people walking in front of the dog and all this other stuff. And then they have a protection phase where a decoy comes behind a blind and presents a sleeve. The dog don't have to out. ZTP, I can understand. A BH, I can probably understand. But an IGP-1, no fucking way. I'm calling fucking bluff. And when somebody tells you they're selling a 2-year-old dog with all that, number one, you need to realize if you spent all this time and money on training this dog, why are you willing to sell him at 2 years of age? It's supposed to be a stud dog if he's that damn good. Why put all that training on him to sell him at 2 years of age? You tell me. Justin, Just Us World. What question, man? This is, could you answer my question, please? What question? Bro, I'm trying to do a live chat here.
Hold your questions. I answer all of them later. You ain't that special, man. And how is it possible? Why would you invest all that time and money? And then 2 years, right on the dot, you sell the dog. But you don't sell the dog over there in Eastern Europe. You sell them to us guppies over here in the United States. Why is that? Think about that. Listen, the Europeans would not be in business in selling dogs without us. We buy most of their shit because they'll never sell their best shit to us. So this guy right here named Just Us Worlds on TikTok, he has the fucking balls to ask me, what is the attitude? I asked nicely, chill out. You ain't special either. I'm not saying I'm fucking special. I never said it, man. You the one that said I'm special. I'm trying to chat with all my people here, and you're saying, will you please just answer my question? Get out the chat, bro. I guess you don't get the complexion food, man. Get out the chat if you don't want to talk about it. I'm trying to have a great conversation here. Anyway, that should give you pause, people. So here's the other question that should really raise, how we say it in the insurance world, some indicators. Now, I will be posting a video today. Well, I've posted one of Titus tracking for the 3rd time in his life. I'm going to post a video of Cisco doing his protection phase routine for IGP. A guy named Eric Mack was the handler, was the helper. Al Benuelos is the handler. I'm very transparent on the progression of my dogs. Everybody knows who knows Al. In 1998, he was the national IGP champion. It's a great trainer. I've been rocking with Al for over 12 years. So, if I'm showing you guys videos, pictures, videos, shorts, long format, 9:16 format versus 16:9 format, from puppyhood to adulthood, from puppyhood to adolescent to adulthood, I'm showing you guys step by step by step the progression. Even Gaston, I'm showing you. I'm gonna post a little video of Gaston today, of him barking for the rag while we were doing prey drive work for the first time, barking for the rag. When Angela from Zenith K9 was here in LA visiting OJ this past weekend. And you're going to see this same video a year and a half later when Gaston's all grown and shit. How it all started. So when you buy these dogs for 15, 20 fucking grand, and you ask for the simple question, can you please send me photos? No, fuck photos. Can you send me videos of his training? Can you send me videos of his actual BH routine? Can you send? You're gonna tell me that? I'm just making sure. Now we live in a time where we got access to this right here. You see this? This is called a cell phone. People have more of these than they have landlines now. You're gonna tell me during all of this training, even at the point of trial day, which is a documented date in the calendar. So let's go circle back here now. Google it. How old does a dog has to be in Europe to compete for an IGP title? I know here in the United States, it's either 16 or 18 months as well. Can't do a 12-month-old up in that shit. And they're going to tell you 18 months. So 18 months, you got 18. So you telling me in 6 more months, this motherfucker going to get an IGP-1, not a 1.8. And then no videos during the process. When I bodybuild people for 4 years, and I stopped 2 years ago, I showed you guys the process. Showed you what I was eating every day. I was showing you my workout routine. I was showing you how I was getting peeled. I wasn't teaching you guys. I wasn't encouraging you guys to do this. I was just showing you what I was doing because it was all about me. I wasn't selling my body. I wasn't selling my body. I wasn't selling anything. I wasn't selling products. But I showed you the process. So you're going to tell me the people who own this dog spend all that money on training, got the BH, no problem. But no video of the BH trial. You got a certificate with some signatures on there of people you don't even fucking know who they are. Interesting. Okay. ZTP. Do we have any videos of his ZTP? You telling me that the owner went there without a fucking cell phone again? Without a, come on, man. It's not happening. It's not happening. Hold on. Let me do this right quick. ZTP. Watch this. So, you're not going to tell me that's not happening. Let me see these comments here. We're live, straight up. Okay. Now I'm going to get to the real good shit. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Ashton. Yeah, I don't because I have to bond with them and it's tough for me. But I will a female. So yeah, Saints, yeah, you know, man, listen, it is a very hard thing to get. I had a multiple IGP2, IGP3, KMBV certified also. I'm sure you did, but I bet you that dog wasn't 2 years old. I bet you he was very well seasoned. He said IGP is definitely possible. Yeah, you may say it's, yeah, you know what, but it's far and few, Saint. So let me explain this to you. I can promise you a legitimate IGP1 dog at the age of 2, the owners will have one fucking video of training and the trial. So you can come over here and try to jazz people up. I'm not going for the banana tailpipe, and I've been in the Adobe game a whole lot longer than most of these cats watching me. You don't sell what's good left. You're right. I've only sold good dogs. Okay, I believe it, Saint. I hope this ain't nothing personal between me and you going on here. No need to import dogs anymore. You're right. What up, player? What up, Rhino? You got to come on here, man. So why do you think IGP is impossible? Well, Saint, the reason why I tell you it ain't possible, I think I just ran it down to you. So let me think. So when an owner invests money to get a dog dialed in for a BH, a ZTP, you get a ZTP for a breed standard test. That means you're trying to prove to people the dog is worth breeding. And then you fucking sell the dog at 2 years of age? What's the defect? Saying, listen, I was born in 71, not 91. Like one of my old bosses, one of my old lieutenants on the police department I used to work under, He said, trust but verify. Man, there's so many videos out now of crocodiles biting people and shit. I don't know if that shit's AI or not. You tell me they can't even get me a fucking AI generated IGP trial? The fuck out of here with that. A decent dog in Europe is sold around 12 to 13 months as a green dog. Anything older than that is weird business. You're right. I'm calling it out, bro. I'm fucking calling it out. And they start pushing my buttons. I'm gonna call the fucking dog out. I'm gonna call one out now. He's dead. Hunter. So I have videos for 27 years back. Yeah, you got to have documentation. That's true. The owner should have videos. House of Anubius, bloodline. I'm telling you, man. So let me finish up all these. It's if I don't see multiple videos. Yeah, I'd rather for a grown dog to be sold to me with no titles. At least we know we're working with something, right? We okay. He's clay. He's wet clay. I can deal with it. I don't want. Some people don't want puppyhood. They don't like that, you know. But let's get back to the message at hand. So now the dog goes for the IGP-1. I got videos of all my dogs in trial where after they compete, the judge put their motherfucking ass right there on the field while she read off her scores to you on what you did good and what you didn't do good, tell you the total number, and tell you if you passed or not. Where's that video? Come on, man. Really? You guys are going for that. I go for the ZTP. But where's the video of it? Don't give me paperwork that you wrote on. I know about Adobe and Photoshop. You're going to put a signature on a Von Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff. How the fuck I'm going to find out who he is and ask him a question? Is this your signature? Come on. We got to be better than that. I'm just saying, you come over here, you jazz this dog up. Oh, he's the only BH, ZTP, and IGP dog. Where's the video of the training? Show me something. Show me. But when I ask questions, why there's no video? Some of the Europeans tell me, Jadad, most people don't take video of the dog training. Bullshit. You took videos to sell that bitch. Like I always say, people, if you guys know me personally, this is my own slogan. I said, let's play with it. Let's pull it out. Let's see how big it is. Let's play with it because you're not selling me a dog that you got a ZTP on for breed standard testing for the purpose of breeding, but then I'm gonna sell it. So get back to this hunter shit. Ebram, whatever his name is, Ebram, whatever. Me and him had beef a while back. Well, he had beef with me. I didn't even know who the motherfucker was. So I was going to buy a dog from Casa Colinas 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, before I got Casanova. So I tell you the story, how I called this motherfucker out. At the time, I was trying to look for another dog, and so that's how I ended up with Casanova. But Christine was going to give me the dog. And during that process, this guy from Turkey, you guys know who he is. He's the guy that takes all these high resolution videos with Hunter walking across the street in slow motion in a turtleneck. He's the same guy that takes pictures on a yacht with a bunch of guys with no shirts on. He's the same guy that told you guys that Hunter was still alive and the dog had been dead a whole fucking year. That guy. The guy, you never see him with females, but he's on a yacht, a canopy yacht. You're going to have all these videos reviewing all these guys with Speedos on, and you don't have a video of Hunter doing one IGP routine, no dumbbell work. So when I called his ass out, let me tell you something. When I called his ass out, this is about 2015. Let me see. It's 2017. Yeah. 2017 or 18. No, it was, I don't remember what it was, but I called him out. And he had something like this. I'm going to share this with you guys. Watch this. I'm going to stream this fucking shit. I'm tired of you motherfuckers going, getting fucked over. So look at this. All right. So this is one of, oops. Okay. Right here, guys. And I'm sorry you guys can't see it on what you call it. But right here, what does that fucking shit say right there? It says, this son of a bitch has an IGP-1 and a BH. This is an old flyer. This is 2023. But at one time, this guy had his own, Hunter had his own website at one time. Okay. Let me see here. How do I get back to where I was? Let me take the comment off. So when I called him out on it, I was like, how the hell does Hunter have a fucking one at 19 months old? Fucking amazing. I said, wait a minute. This guy who promotes the shit out of this dog, and you don't got one routine of the obedience. You don't have one routine of him jumping over a dumbbell. Jumping over an A-frame, going over an A-frame, jumping over a hurdle. See, back then, the dogs had to jump over. When I did my BH and I did my IGP-1 on Alonzo, they changed the rule now, but he had to do the dumbbell retrieval on the grass, a dumbbell retrieval over the hurdle and bring it back, and then a dumbbell retrieval over the A-frame and bring it back to me. Boom, come right in the front. I have a video of that where we were practicing getting it dialed in over at Wolfgang's. All they do now is you got to throw it for one. You got to just throw the dumbbell out 8-10 feet or whatever the fuck it is, and he brings it back to you now. They ain't got to do all that hurdle shit unless it's for the 2 and 3, or probably for the 3. Probably for the 2 and 3, but for the 1, you don't. And so I saw a video of Hunter a while back where he was sitting next to this guy, and he bit the guy in the face. But he's got a BH. He's been around people. If you guys don't know the BH routine, it's claustrophobic than a motherfucker. He's got to go through figure eights and shit, get in the middle, go around here, go around here, go around here, go around here, get in the middle, and tell everybody has to say, thank you. That's how I did it. Then the dog has to, you got to do so many paces down, keep going, so many paces, and you got to bring him here, a recall. I ain't seen none of that, but he got an IGP-1. But he spent hell of a good money on all the other photos and videos. Like Nate Dogg said, every other city you go, every other video, you see the same. Yeah, you know the fucking song. See, people find value in titles for some reason. And I get it, because for me, all of my studs have to have a title. I'm going to tell you why. a title for what I do. I'm a stud guy only. I'm nothing else. I'm a stud guy. I own no females. Matter of fact, the one me and Lida Bell is the first one I ever owned, really. And she's not even with me at the house yet now. But for me, what makes me different is that my boys have to be, it's almost like you're a black guy. We got to be extra. We got to do a little bit more than average. We got to be above average in everything we do. I'm accustomed to that. But for titles, protection titles on my dogs, it just says that he's able to take a certain amount of pressure and have the certain amount of intelligence to complete something, and it's documented. So I'm not just come one day, 2 years later, hey, it's got an IGP-1 certificate. Doesn't work that way. It's a breeder here in the United States. I'm not going to call her name out. I'm not going to call her kennel out. She got a very nice website. She's got dogs that she said they titled. I know for 110% fact that they're not. But it's not my job to throw shade on somebody else. But people get caught up in dogs with titles. And I get it. Listen, I told people all the time, I know I ain't got the best Dobermans. I'm sure there's better looking Dobermans out there. I don't know about better working, but it may be better looking and working Dobermans than mine, of course. But what makes me different is that, guess what? Nobody knows yours. You're not marketing them. You're not campaigning them. You probably don't want to breed them to nobody but your own females. You got some photos of the dog when he was young. Now he's old as shit. I market mine. I replace the ones that don't fit the program. I spent over $8,000 with Gaius. He's gone. That motherfucker gone. And these are the things that I talked to Oscar Mora. I talked to Adrian Santano. I talked to Al Banuelos. And I sent them the same video of Gaius. I said, this motherfucker yelps when you touch him. He yelps when you pick him up. He yelps when you pet him. He yelps when you walk. We took him to the vet. X-rays are clear. He has no panos, no growing pains. He just didn't cut the muscle. He was on probation when he got here. So I have a standard. I'm not buying grown dogs that are alleged titled. Females? Yes. Show titles? Fuck yeah. You can get that shit without your dog barking. So yeah, the females that we got, that bitch Abba, I've seen videos of her working. She's got the working aspect of it. She's got titles. They're show titles. A beautiful bitch, great. And she can work. I can build on that. But I'm not buying no grown male with an alleged IGP-1 title and he's 2 years old. It'd have been more reasonable for me to believe that dog was 3 or 4 or 5 years old. Okay, now we got something to play with. But 2 years old, motherfucker, you just got getting the motherfucking title. Okay, so when did you get a title? When you turned fucking 23 months and 2 weeks? So when I called Vital Screen out, he changed the website. Let me take questions now. Now we can take questions. Shit. We love the game talk. Okay. I'm on TikTok, people. I'm reading comments. This guy, Just Us Worlds, was loading my inbox up here. European, this is MCENG. European dogs are a level above everything in the U.S. I appreciate it. I'm modest. Mark from Nemesis. I see you, brother. How familiar are you with Corso now? I'm pretty much familiar, but I'm not a Corso expert. Des Dog Kennel. What up, man? What's up, dog? Not PC Rook. I feel like in Europe they are terrible about documenting. okay, they may be terrible about documenting, but they great at fucking videos and photos because that's how you fucking find out about the dog they trying to slay. American Baby. Hey, man, nothing wrong with 91. Quentin. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with being born in 91, but I'm born in 71. I was practicing making babies, Quentin, in 1991. I filmed your dogs working. Hey, man, when you gonna send the video, bro? So everybody, this guy right here, Logic the Doberman, I filmed the Dobermans working when we were, oh, that's right, you did. That's right. Man, this guy right here, that's another guy. But this guy right here did a hell of a job in the videos, quality videos, all fire, bro. So you know, bro, how my boys work. What did you do with him? Who are you talking about? What did I do with who? Okay. So now I'm going to go to my other page here, YouTube. Let me see what you guys got to say here. Let me see here. But why lie about the title shit like people would still buy the dog? You know that's crazy. People would still buy the dog whether they had a fucking working title or not. You know why they lie about it, bro? Watch this. This is why they lie about it. Wait a minute. This is why they lie about it. Money. More money. That's why they lie about it, because it ups the price. It ups the price. It ups the price. And you, as a novice in buying a grown titled dog, will go for it. All I'm doing is bringing awareness. Thanks, Mr. St. James. Thanks for the donation, man. I appreciate that. Hey, buddy. Great hoodie. Yeah. Thanks, Mark. Ali Boombaye. Let's see her. That hurdle smacks. Yep. They took that out of the IGP1, though. They're almost making it fucking so easy for a dog to get a goddamn one now. Could you possibly curse more? I could. You're funny. You know I am. Get him, dog. Hey, dude, did you breed often? I would love to get. So here's the thing. I usually don't advertise puppies on this thing, but I will say this. You got to go out to Lotta Bell, Lotta Bell, Bele. We've imported 2 phenomenal females that were in season when they got here. I bred one to Titus, and I bred the other one to Cisco. The litter, if you go to my website, here's my website. If you go to my website, EuropeanDobermanStud.com, and you go onto the tab saying future litter, you will see letter G, Titus, all his health tests, all his little certificates and titles, and his pedigree, and then you'll see the female that I bred him to, Abba, which is the female that I purchased. You'll see all of her titles, her bio, her health tests, etc. Now, even though she tested clear and negative, I still ordered another test through Embark. Regardless, putting that shit on American paper. So we ordered the health test. Embark said they got the kit now. But go there and go to where it says future litter. That litter is G. Litter H. I named the litter H because it's hot. That female was about to get title, about to have her ZTP, and Milan from Angels of Shaitan sold her to Lotta Bell after us convincing him to do so. We still owe a little bit of money on that dog. Gypsy owes a little bit of money on that dog still, but he trusts her because he trusts me. She came with a pretty penny. Everything was documented. Her health test as well, but we getting embark as well on her as well, just to back up. So go there. You see the future litters. Reach out to Lauderdale Kennels, and she'll put you on the waiting list. That's enough about me. Hey Mac, is that you, the one that is that Eric Mac or Mac? Okay, so let me go here and read some more comments. The hurdles. Give me some questions, people, because I'm trying to save you guys from getting fucked over. It says Tony Lamafa. They buy working titles to go to show. Work titles is a shortcut to get an international championship. You still got to put in the work, homeboy. Hey, dude, did you breed often? Okay, I'll answer that question. Yeah, I see a graphic like. I see a graphic like that. I know it's BS. Don't even bother reading. Yeah. Yep. I rarely sell title dogs. Don't see a point. Only sell dogs with the need to drive for IGP or police. Working dogs. Yeah. Let me see what my man Ashton say. What lines should you personally stray away from? So the lines, I'm not gonna throw shade on them, Ashton, because you never know when you need those people again. But it's not necessarily the lines that you should stay away from, but there are kennels that don't do a lot of working titles. They do a lot of show titles. Pride of Russia has a lot of nice dogs, very pretty dogs. The phenotype is fucking on point with them. But you just got to look deep, man. You got to get with people who have like one kennel in mind, a Terraline, Terraline, Terraline. That's some of Brody's line. Terraline, it was good for some good working stuff. And here's the owner is an actual IGP trainer. So he's the big Russian blonde-headed guy. So yeah, he's good. I hate it when people text me. Oh, this is my son's grades. He's doing good. He's got a 3.3. I love that, man. So Terraline is one. Ooh, man, you put me on the spot, Ashton. Terraline, Genga House, DePolinera, if you can catch him with some good dogs. Christine Casacalinas. Well, hell, her major stud is an IGP 3 dog. That's a good line. And keep in mind, folks, these lines also have show lines. And that's all I deal with is working dogs that have show ability. I mean, because if you think about the 100% working Doberman with no show confirmation, like Bergerstadt and Heinsberg and all those other kennels, those dogs look like shit, man. They're small, but they got the fight in them as the size of a lion. So, understanding, I love some fucking go, but I want some show in that shit too. Got to be pretty. Muhammad Ali was pretty. I mean, that's why nobody really rock with what's that dude he beat up on a lot? It was what was the guy that Muhammad Ali was always fighting? Fucking else from Philly. God damn it. But he was ugly as shit. But that's why Muhammad Ali, man, he could talk and he looked good, man. He even said he was pretty. Here's another question. Hey, dude, do you breed? Oh, I've already answered that question. So let's see. Let's go to TikTok and see what you people talking about here. Man, my fiance, this is from Logic the Doberman. Man, my fiance will be back down in April, okay, in April, for a few days, my fiance had fun working your. Hey man, I appreciate that. Mad love, dog. Straight up. It's real talk. Everybody know that I give flowers when flowers are due. What price? P-Funk 740. You guys are coming up with these crazy names, man. What is a good price for a good dog just for a pet? And what should I be looking for? Well, it's a very ambiguous question. It's broad. Well, you really got to research who the breeder is and look at the previous videos and comments of the people who own dogs from that breeder. But more or less, what's more important, pick up the phone and talk to the breeder. Get a feel for the breeder. Don't be doing all this fuck shit where the way you communicate with the breeder is like this right here. You don't communicate like that. This is how you communicate. Hello? This is my log. What litter you got on the ground? What's the payment? What's the cost? This is my library. You gotta pick up the phone. All that communicating with people via thumbs, man, is listen. If you call me asking me for stud service and you want to have these big ass dialogues via the thumbs, you're gonna get a thumb. I'm not answering no more questions. If you're interested in a living, breathing creature that you're gonna be responsible for the rest of its life, you're gonna want to talk to somebody. I bet you can't go to the county, to the pet pound, and you want to just via chat, via the web to adopt an animal. You're going to go down there, talk to them in person. You can't adopt nobody online via thumbs, but you're trying to buy $3,500. That's how it starts with us. $3,500 without ear cropping, but you get full AKC. And here, you're gonna do all this communicating via your thumbs. Nah, bro. Let's see, how important is, it's a good question. It's a very good question here, people. I'm on TikTok right now. But Just D asks, how important is health testing in Doberman breed? It's paramount. It's paramount. Because we are inflicted with so many genetic mutated genes, and we try our best to not perpetuate it. You got to know the genetic makeup of the dog in regards to the spontaneous genes that can come up after 5 years. DCM is one of them. Dog can be clear for 4 or 5 years. All of a sudden, it mutates. Spontaneous mutation. Nothing's guaranteed. Can't wait for tomorrow. What's tomorrow, user 804? Mac here, love your vibe, brother. What did you do with him? Oh, you want to know what I did with Gaius? I get this question from time to time. What did I do with Gaius? So, what did I do with Gaius? I got him at 6 months. I didn't pay a close attention, but Caleb and Donnell were telling me he walks different from the back. And I'm like, well, motherfucker got pano, growing pains, whatever. So I really didn't trip on it too much. And who is Von Villa Rotz? Call me. Okay. I don't know who that is, but sure. And he was walking like, you know how some girls or women, and depend on the guy, how they walk around in high heels and how they walk like it hurts. They trying to like balance themselves, right? So he was walking like that from the two rear legs. I thought, he'll grow out of that shit. It's growing pains or whatever. Motherfucker's growing. No big deal. When we did prey drive work, he was trying to sit down and bark all the time versus standing up on all four and lunging forward. Wasn't liking that. When I put him in the van, he wouldn't jump in the van like all my other dogs do. Right? He would yelp when I help him up. He would yelp when I help him down. And to try to get him to bond with me, I brought him to work every day, take him out to walks during lunch times or breaks. And I would have these freeze-dried liver treats that I get from Costco. And I'm bribing him to come to me. And I have him in a 30-foot line. And so when I say here, he's supposed to come here, but he's walking the other direction. I'm going this direction. Well, that 30-foot line gets to 27, it gets to 28, it gets to 29. He's going to get yanked because, hey, when I say here, that means here. That's how I train my dogs on the 30-foot line. The other thing that really pissed me off, too, they just said, I'm done with this motherfucker. Usually all of my dogs, including my puppy right now, when I walk up to that crate, they scratching at the gate to get out. I open up the gate for Gaius. He was like, huh? He go back to sleep. He act like an old dog. So if he's acting like an old dog now and this motherfucker not even at 8 months, he gonna really act old when he turns 1 year. I don't like that. You can have it. I don't like that. So I called dog man Mike Austin. So man, you can have him. You can have the paperwork. You can have the fucking health test. You can have all this shit. I don't want it because the more I look at him, the more I get disgusted. And I let him have him because I'm done with that. And those are the decisions you have to make as a breeder. You cannot be kennel blind. Take a couple more comments and then I'm out of here, guys. It says, no, sir. Was you stop using your thumbs and just, oh yeah, just call me. Yeah, just call. Stop all that gigabyte. Let me send you a thesis. At least send me a voice memo. Fuck, let me see if you're a bot. We talked on live and you had the blacklist. I'm the dude with the working borables. Yeah, man, you was supposed to get back with me, dog. I want to come on, man. You guys be rocking with some good dialogue, man. Listen, people, if you guys ever want me to come on live and just dog talk, I'm a brother from the country, so most of these cats who real big dog people, they Midwest, down south people, we got shit in common. So we can talk. Send me a message and I'll do it. Go to my website. My phone number's up there. My Google number. We'll make it happen. I don't mind being no guest and helping people out and doing what I can to put people on the platform. That's another thing I want to talk about too. I'm gonna let you guys go with that because this conversation can go on forever. That's the dog. Once he turned on, he is going to be fire. Yep. It's another thing. We got to stop as a subculture community. All of us dog people, whether you're in the Borbals, Pressers, Alaskan Malamutes, Gordon Setters, Irish Setter, one of my favorite dogs, Dogo Argento, Dobermans, last but not least, the Rottweilers. we have to be more vigilant in sharing information. We have to help each other out, however so slightly. All of this hate, shade shit, some of these guys ain't built for that shade and that hate shit. Like me, I'm not built for that. You start fucking with me, let me know where you are, and we will go meet in person. We'll run that shit back. And I don't want that to come out of me. I'm like David Banner. He told that doctor, he said, Mr. Man, you don't like me when I'm angry. I don't like getting that angry because I'm old school. I take the shit to the street. And I'm not hard to find. If you're that passionate, let's deal with it. Or we go online, we have open dialogue. If you think you're smarter than me about something, but we got to stop all that. We got to stop all that. My grandmother always said, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. And I'm going to stand on this one too, and I'm going to let you guys go. 14 years ago, Zeke from Documentary TV put me on his platform, follow Zeke at Documentary, and interviewed me about my Dobermans. Zeke Dixon, Howard graduate, so we both HBCU brothers, put me on a platform and made me semi-famous. I'm returning the favor to all the small breeders out there, all the small righties, all the small dobies. If you're doing good business, and I know if you're doing good business, I'm going to let people know who you are. Listen, half the motherfuckers that Joe Rogan have on his podcast, you never heard of them. And as soon as they get on there, these motherfuckers are famous. You know, so for me, I want to be able to be a voice of reason, but a platform of notoriety. And that is how we grow. I'm too smart for you to try to put another banana in my tailpipe. It's not happening. You're not going to control me. You're not going to tell me who I can and cannot talk to. It's just not happening. Only 2 men told me who the fuck I can talk to and when I was growing up, when I was grown. That was the sergeant on the police department, and that was my uncle. I'm not having that shit at 54 years old. Nobody's going to tell me who to have on my platform. As long as these people are not causing harm to dogs and dog fighting and all this other bullshit that I wouldn't even tolerate, and trying to do good business by selling great pets, they're going to be on my platform. Period. I'm not going to get too much in depth in that, but it's enough. Like I was telling Ron, and I was telling Paige. I was saying when somebody buys a pizza, whether it's a large or medium or a deep dish, whatever the fuck you want to get, I like Chicago style deep dish. The pie, they call it the pie. It's cut up in slices, equal slices, and it's specifically geared to share amongst people. And that's what this is. This is a pie. And I'm going to stick to that. Now, will I bring on guests that you guys may not like? That's possible because you can't please everybody. What I'm not going to do is be told who should I not bring on my podcast because of your personal belief. Like I say, people, I want to say thanks for listening to my little diatribe as I kind of veered off to the left. But as I always say, I always will say, at the end, stay resilient. You know what I'm about to say, right? Stay resilient, but be responsible. Until next time.